An appearance at MSU by white nationalist Richard Spencer sparked protests and fights on campus.
It's quite an afternoon. Heavy police presence was brought in to prevent supporters and protesters from getting into a full-blown riot. As Mara McDonald reports, arrests were made, but the speech went on as planned.
Kimberly, Devin, let me give you an update on what we're getting from police. They say 24 arrests. They estimate the protesters at about 500 and only a couple dozen getting in to actually hear Spencer speak. Spoiling for a fight. All it took was one lunge, and white nationalist supporters of Richard Spencer and Antifa protesters went at each other.
America isn't just all about you!
It ain't all about you either, sweetheart.
There was a massive police presence prior to the speech, and while there were fights, it didn't descend into bedlam.
There's more than 12 people that were arrested and less than 24.
Police protected both sides from each other and were heckled for it. Ultimately, Spencer's speech was not well attended, and he barred our TV cameras from recording it, but did put up his remarks in a feed on Twitter.
We were being attacked on the level of race.
Spencer said he changed his speech because of the violence outside, which he laid squarely on the Antifa protesters.
Hundreds of people came out to oppose Richard Spencer, while only a few dozen came to actually listen to him. I think this shows that the Lansing community, the mid-Michigan community, isn't putting up with Nazis coming and trying to recruit in our backyard. Police
ended up arresting both Spencer supporters and Antifa protesters for their behavior, which ranges from weapons charges to disorderly conduct. You'll remember that Richard Spencer sued for his ability to speak here at Michigan State. He also wants to speak at the University of Michigan. We're in East Lansing. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.